Thomas? You seem particularly triggered right now. Can you tell me what happened?
I've had dreams that weren't just dreams.
Am I crazy? We don't use that word in here.
Hi.
Have we met? One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small. And the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall.
Time to fly.
And if chasing rabbits, if you want the truth from you, you're going to have to fly me. And you know you to fall.
The only thing that matters to you is still here. I know it's why you're still fighting and why you will never give up. You don't know me. No?
After all these years, to be going back to where it all started. Back to the Matrix.
Hey everyone, it's Justice for Comics. So there you go. There is your Matrix 4 trailer. I like the music in that trailer. I was like, ah, man, that's perfect. Instead of just playing the music, I was just like, I'll just play the trailer. I love it. Comes out this December. I think we're living in the Matrix right now. It feels like we are. So I think that movie is ever more powerful. I still remember the first time I saw that movie. The revelation of all that. That this is not reality. I think that had a powerful impact on a lot of people. I think it still does today. So I'm looking forward to this movie. It looks good. Keanu Reeves, man, he ages well, doesn't he? Holy shit. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's a vampire or something. I don't know. Whatever he's doing, his health regimen has kept him in pretty good shape. He still looks pretty young. Thank you, GTK Comic. Yes, Jefferson Airplane. That's probably the only song by them I thought that was good. I can't remember any other of their songs. They had a lot of real poppy MTV type songs. That one, though, is very trippy. I love it. Craig69 is not here. We got Manny. Manny's here. Then Manny says, I'm out. He's out of here. As soon as they come in, they leave. We got 9 people watching. That's amazing. I didn't even post this on Instagram. I totally forgot to do it. I was late to my own live stream. I think I was a couple minutes late. I was actually finishing up eating dinner, and I looked at my phone. I'm like, oh shit, it's 7:30. I still got to grab my whiskey. So I'm in the closet tonight. I think there's a little too much light here. Let me move this light a little bit. There we go. I feel like that light was. It's still kind of a little too much. Let me move it off a little. There we go. That's a little better. Um, yeah, you can see my clothes here. You can tell I'm in the closet. So this is like the only place of my little sanctuary where I can kind of, I don't know, get away from the family. I don't have. I'm in a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house with a loft. So I should have, you always think of this afterward. We could have had 4 bedrooms. Instead, we were like, oh, let's have an open loft. That'd be nice for the kids. And of course, the kids are never in the loft; they're always in their rooms. So I should have made a 4th bedroom, and then I'd have an office, and that would be much better than being in the closet. But that's all right. So we got some things to talk about tonight. I've got a couple spec ideas, a couple comic books that look interesting. I saw one of them off of one of the Facebook groups. I think somebody posted something, and I thought, yeah, that makes sense. I could see why there could be some interest in that particular book. We finally have the cover reveal of the House of Slaughter 1 in 1,000 that I bought, and then right after buying it, felt buyer's remorse. Like, gosh, I just dropped how much money on that book? Oh God. Yeah, that was a big investment. Hopefully it's gonna pay off though. I mean, it's a beautiful covers by Delato, and everyone was not expecting it. So I had a feeling, everyone was promoting a particular cover that he'd drawn. I guess that he'd done a while ago, saying, "Oh, that's going to be the cover," but he drew a brand new cover for it. So I know there's some people talking about it. I don't know. GTK comic, come out of the closet already. Yes, I'm like Tom Cruise. I won't come out of the closet. Did you guys ever see that South Park where they didn't want to be sued by Tom Cruise for saying that he was gay? So they just kept saying that Tom Cruise was in the closet. He was in Kenny's closet or something like that. It was brilliant. Brilliant way to avoid being sued. So funny. We got Phil. Good to see you, Phil. Phil, remember that? Whenever I see somebody named Phil, I think of Groundhog Day, right? It's that guy Phil. Phil, what's his name? Henderson? No, Phil. You remember that scene? He keeps running into him in the street, and he steps in the puddle of water. He's like, "Ooh, that first step's a doozy." Remember that? Oh my god, that's so funny. So every time I hear the word Phil, that's what I think of. Phil Nenderson. I don't know. Henderson, something like that. I'm sure somebody was looking it up right now. We'll post it soon in the chat. I can't remember the guy's name, but it's funny. Nick Webb 76, good to see you as well in the chat. All right, guys, we got a lot to talk about. I got some books to show. I got a couple things came in the mail in the last few days. A couple interesting books. Yeah, a couple cool looking books. So we'll show that off. Let me pull up let me pull up something first. So this just sold out tonight. I did post on Instagram a little bit before it sold out. I don't know if any of you guys who follow me on Instagram saw it or not. Let me pull it up here. Yeah, Spectral Comics. I think he was one of the owners of Scorpion, started his own deal. This one sold out quickly tonight. It came out at 6 o'clock. Apparently, this Hellcop, you've got Sean Jason Alexander. I think he's going to be doing the art in the book. I don't remember who the writer is on that book. I'll have to look it up. But these sets were only limited to 100, apparently. Really low print run. So I was able to grab one. It didn't sell out right away because I checked like the first 10 minutes. It wasn't sold out. I think it took a little while for it to sell out, but it did sell out. I'm sure it'll be on eBay for 2 or 3 times what it's going for initially. I don't know if this is going to be a good comic book or not. I don't know if it's going to have a tie-in to Spawn. Who knows? It kind of seems like it will, since I know one of the covers has Spawn on it, right? This one, that's the 1 in 10, which I think I pre-ordered that one. There's also a 1 in 50 for $60, which isn't actually not a bad price. I looked at a couple other sites right now, and there's a couple sites asking $100 or more for that incentive cover. So they do have it on Spectral Comics currently for $60. That might be a good price to buy it at. It is a 1 in 50. So the ratio price, a good price is right at $50. Below 50 is a really, really good deal. That doesn't happen very often. Usually things from another world, sometimes you can find stuff at 30% off the incentive ratio price, but yeah, I haven't seen that on things from another world. So they don't get every incentive book either. So that's one of the problems. I was going to look on Modesto Comics to see if sometimes they get incentive covers. Let's see real quick if they have one. I don't remember seeing it there. No, they don't. So keep that one in mind. That's kind of a cool cover. You got Spawn on the cover. I'm assuming there's maybe some tie-in here to the Spawn book. Not too sure though. I haven't read the solicitation on that series yet, but yeah, this looks like it could be pretty good. Nick Webb says, did anyone pick up Eve #1, the web store exclusive? It was limited to 250. Wow. I did not know about that. Isn't that a Boom Studio? Is that a Boom Studios property? I think it is. Sometimes Boom Studios has some interesting things they'll post on there. If you go to their shop, exclusives. This one, is this the one you're talking about? Does it say yeah, 250 units, one per house. Yeah, it's a pretty cool cover. It's a little anime. It's kind of an anime cartoonish style, right? Kind of an anime style. I dig it. I like it. 250 is pretty low. Pretty low. So that's a good pickup. Sold out. Good job on that one, Nick Webbs. If you picked that up, sounds like you did. I'm sure that'll be on eBay for double that price or more. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I like that. Sometimes you got to check new releases on Boom Studios website, because sometimes they'll have they showed that one there. They'll show like interesting new stuff that they post to their website. So yeah, once in a while, it's not a bad idea to just check and see what stuff they've posted to their website. I don't see anything real interesting here right now at the moment, but I'm not. What is this one? Mammo. I'm not familiar. That's a 1 in 10. I'm not too familiar with what that is. All right. So let me go to my Facebook account. If I can log in here. Let me go to my groups. Yeah. So let's talk about a couple things here. Let me just go to groups in general. Yeah. All right. So this one, I thought this was worth talking about. This is the Ultimate Fallout 4 Facsimile Edition. It's a virgin cover. I guess I don't know where you could have bought this originally. I don't remember being able to pre-order that. So there must be some website, some exclusive deal. I don't know. But apparently they sold out. I don't know where. I didn't even know about this. Usually I know about shit like this, but I didn't. And it looks like on eBay now they're going for pretty crazy money. I mean, this is a reprinted book, right? It's not an original. Um, facsimile books should not really be going for crazy money. But I'm going on eBay right now and just see if it pulls up. Um, yeah, $75. They want $75 for that. With shipping, it's about $80. Looks like the cheapest price is $65 free shipping. I mean, yeah, it's a cool cover. Maybe that's the only way to own that original. The original cover will set you back a lot of money, right? The original's thousands and thousands of dollars. Um, so I don't know. Maybe it's worth $75 just to have that cover, right? I don't know. What do you guys think? What does everybody think here in the? I mean, I paid $30 for Ultimate Fallout 4 El Mole La Mole. I have the original Ultimate Fallout 4 as well, but I paid $30. I bought 2 of those uh, La Mole exclusives. They were a foil, and I think they've done well. I mean, I think they go for like a couple $100s now, way more than $30 that I paid for them. So I don't know. It's a reprint. Um, I don't know. It's should it be going for that kind of money? Some people are thinking long term. Even the reprints could be going for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I don't know. I mean, it's it's possible. I'm trying to think what else has been reprinted that goes for really good money. Um, yeah, I know some earlier reprints of like Action Comics #1. I think they go for decent money. Yeah, I mean, there's probably a couple examples, but I would say by and large, I don't think history supports that idea. Reprints typically, because then you could just a publisher could just reprint anything and say, oh, it's worth money. It's that first print that's always what people are going to kind of want, right? I don't know. I do like the idea of having that. Like, I would have bought it for cover price had I known, just because I like that cover, and it would have been kind of nice to have that cover, even if it was a reprint. It's kind of cool to have that cover. So, oh well. I don't think I'm going to pay $65, $75 for it now, but I think the print run was like 3,000. It wasn't like super low, but obviously everyone's either holding on to it or trying to flip it for a pretty good profit. But yeah, that was like a 3.99 book, I think, right? So I don't know. Craig 69 says when supplies dry up and prices get crazy on the originals, reprints are the next best thing. Yep, it appears to be the case, right? Because people are willing to pay money for reprints. I mean, there's people on eBay that have bid up. I mean, these are auctions on a facsimile, so uh, it doesn't really make sense to me. But hey, it's the market, man. What are you gonna do? It's the marketplace. All right, let's get back to CBSI. There was something else on here I was gonna kind of show. So it's not really my spec idea. Somebody already posted on CBSI about it, but I'm going to relay it as soon as possible to you guys. Where was it here? Man, people post stuff all the time on here, don't they? I don't know how far back in the feed it was. I think there is a way for me to search. Let's see, was it? Search my groups. Hmm. Yeah, see, that's the thing when you're in groups and you want to search a topic, it doesn't really work that way. Well, man, who came up? Maybe it was a particular group that I should have kept. I should have saved the thread. I don't think it was CBSI. It was somebody else. I'm just going to take a quick look here. I'm associated with a few group. I mean, I follow a few groups. Oh, by the way, there's the cover for House of Slaughter #1, the 1 in 1,000. That is the Delato cover. It's pretty detailed. Like if you like zoom in, you could see like the details on the guy on his boot. I mean, there's some pretty good artwork in that drawing. It's a 1 in 1,000, so I got a little FOMO on that. I paid $950 plus taxes. It was probably around $1,000 with taxes. Um, Free shipping, but with taxes, it's around $1,000. I've seen it as low as in the 750 to 800 range. I think that's the lowest I've seen people buy it for. There was a site that I missed it. Yeah, I remember now. I was picking up my daughter from school, and when you're in the car line, I don't know why, but when you're at these schools, it's like dead zone for cell phones. I don't know why. I don't know if it's who knows. I don't know why, but every time I go to her school, I can't get any cell phone signal. So of course, this thing comes available. It was something like that. It was my internet wasn't working properly, and I missed it. It sold out in like 30 seconds, but it was really cheap. It was like I think it was below $700. It was some store in the UK that was selling it. I missed my window of really getting a good deal on it. So then I was like, damn it. I just felt like I got to buy this book. I think long term it could be a really good one to have. And then when I saw they originally posted um, cover art for this book, that definitely made me think like, oh my god, I shouldn't have bought this book because it was a. Let me see if it shows it still. It'll probably be on some eBay listings. There's a couple eBay listings that had what they thought was going to be the cover. Yeah, this one right here. So everybody thought that this was going to be the cover to House of Slaughter #1, the 1 in 1,000, which I didn't like it because it's a landscape cover. You know, the design of this cover is for a landscape type cover, which I don't like. And after I saw that come out, I thought, oh shit. Um, I felt like I'm losing money on that book for sure. When I saw that cover, I thought, oh no, that's not good. And then when I saw this posting the other day, hey everybody, I'm back. Sorry, I backed out on the wrong tab, so I actually backed out of my own live stream. God, I've done that before. Any of you that have watched me for a number for a number of years or for a while, you know that I've done that many times. All right, so let me get back to it. So that was the cover that I thought I was going to be getting. Um, yeah, I noticed the price. That's about. I got it a little less than that. I think I got it for 950 plus taxes and everything. Whatever, it was around $1,000. So the price is hanging in there, right at just under $1,000. But it's been revealed what the real cover is, which is that one I just showed you. Yeah, let me get to it here. Wasn't it on this page? No, it wasn't. Damn it. Yeah, this one right here. Okay. So that's what the real cover is going to look like, which is much better. I like that a lot better. So that made me happy. I thought, all right, that's good. That's better than the other cover. Delato actually sat down and drew a new cover, which is nice. I mean, he pumps these things out in like 5 minutes. not 5 minutes. It probably takes him an hour to do a full fleshed out drawing, but he is fast. I've watched his videos where he does his paintings, and he definitely can work fast if he wants to. Um, yeah, Craig 69. I kind of agree with you. The blind, the blind House of Slaughter store exclusives. So I would say the only reason to buy those is what they're giving you a little bit better deal to buy it before the cover's being released. So if there's an artist that you really, really like, um, and you pretty much know you're going to buy it anyways, go ahead and just take advantage of the lower price because it's a gimmick, right? It's a gimmick. They're kind of hoping, all right, if the cover isn't that great, we'll probably sell a bunch anyways because people want to know what the cover is going to look like. So, yeah, it's definitely kind of it's a very gimmicky thing. Hopefully, that is not a trend that we're going to see continue because I don't really like it. Hopefully, I mean, I've only seen it on this House of Slaughter stuff. I've not seen it being implemented anywhere else. So hopefully, it's once this House of Slaughter is done, we don't see a lot of this anymore because I don't think it's a good idea to pre-sell books. Even sometimes I do pre-buy. I pre-order stuff where I can't see the cover, but I'm a big fan of Frizen or Delato, or so I'll take a chance once in a while. But for exclusive covers, yeah, that's a different story. If it's a ratio cover, that's a lot different than an exclusive. Store exclusives. I mean, I buy a lot of them, guys. I'm a big store exclusive guy, but the reality is a lot of them don't do well. A lot of them don't have a track record of collectability down the road. So you've got to be very, very selective and very, very careful. Um, I think you got to have an artist. So my formula for success with store exclusives is it needs to be an artist that you really, really like. You love the cover, you love the artwork. And if you can't see the cover, the smart decision is to wait until you see the cover. So buying a blind sale without knowing what the cover art looks like is definitely more risky. So I would advise against doing that. So it needs to be an artist that you really, really like their art. You think the cover is really awesome. And if it's got a very low print run to me is below 300. Below 300 copies is a very low print run. 500 and less is also pretty low, but you got to understand a lot of these comic exclusives, they're on independent books. They're typically not Marvel books or DC books. They're mostly independent books like Image, Boom Studios, right? There are a lot of independent titles. So the print runs are already low on those books. So they need to be really, really low if you're buying an independent book. So that's kind of the formula I would stick to. A really good artist that you like, that you want to buy it because of the art, and you don't care if it goes up in value. You can't go wrong if you do it for that reason. And then secondly, it needs to be a low print run, preferably below 500, definitely below 300, and you're usually in good shape. Um, that's kind of what I've noticed over the years in buying store exclusives is you've got to have a pretty low print run and it's got to be a pretty good artist that you like. Like Nick Webb's brought up the Eve. Um, yeah, it had a low print run. It's on an independent comic. The art, for me personally, I didn't think the cover was all that fabulous, but that's personal taste, right? A lot of people probably like that cover, obviously, because it sold out quickly. So everyone's taste is different. For instance, I like Rose Besch's artwork. A lot of people don't. So, I mean, I hear it all the time. There's a lot of people that don't like the artwork. Let me see. She's got a couple new ones out. Let me see if it's on her Instagram. Uh, boy, she does not keep up to date on her Instagram. She doesn't. I'll have to go to my my Things from Another World account. Let me go there. Let me pull it up, my pre-orders and back orders. All right, so here's one that I really like. I don't know. I don't collect Sheena comics. I think it's Sheena. Oop, I was trying to blow this up here. Sorry, guys. Hold on a second. Yeah, so there's a cover right there. Yeah, Sheena, Queen of the Jungle, #1. This is the Rose Besh limited version cover. It's I think it's like a 1 in 50. I grabbed it from Things from Another World for $35. I like that cover. It's a very anime style, but I like Rose Besh's style of art. I think it's good. Not everyone likes it. I think there's probably a lot of people that don't like it. So, but I for some reason I like it. I'm drawn to it. There's something in her style that I can see it. It's good. So that's one I grabbed recently. I love this Joker #7 variant by Simon Bianchi. I do like a lot of Bianchi's artwork too. He's crazy. Look at that cover. It's nuts. That one's pretty good. I love Matina. I grabbed that Gotham City Villains Anniversary Giant #1, the 1 in 25 Matina cover. I love that cover. That one looks good. And another Besh cover. This is the Nyx #1. This is the premium metal cover for $70. So this sold out really quickly on Things from Another World. I was lucky enough to grab one for $70. You can buy this though, still pre-ordered through DCBS service. They do have that available. The metal cover, I think it's $75. So it's $5 more. So if you like that cover and Things from Another World is sold out on it, if you like it and you want to get it at a discount, remember this is a $100 book. This is normally so when it shows up on Midtown, if Midtown has it, it's going to be $100. So if you pre-order it, you're saving 30%. So if you can get it around 70, 75, 75 is like 25% off. So DCBS service still has it available for pre-order. So check out their website. Things from Another World had it a little bit cheaper. So that's the reason I grabbed it from there. I got the Amazing Spider-Man #75, the In-Hook Lee Virgin variant. The cover's out for this already. They show the trade dress on it. It's just a version of it. It's a 1 in 100. So I grabbed that at a discount. I got the Amazing Fantasy #3, the Gist cover. I love Gist. I've had him on my show. You guys know that. I've interviewed him on my show. I love his artwork. I think he's just really, really good. He kind of has that fantasy Frazetta style to him, which I really, really like. So, yeah, I definitely wanted to pick that up. What else did I get here? Oh, Something is Killing the Children, the 25 copy, the Shitty cover. Is that how you pronounce his name? Shitty? SCHITI? Shitty? Shati? Shatai? Shitty? I think it's Shitty. The cover's not shitty, but the guy that drew it, his last name is Shitty. All right, Dark Blood #3, the 25 copy Christian Ward cover. I love Ward, man. It's like Bartel, right? The colors are amazing. That cover just pops to me. So as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I got to get that. So I grabbed that one. Eat the Rich #2, the Tong copy. I grabbed that. The Gun Honey, the Sinkovich, and there's also I think there's the pink copy as well. I think I grabbed both. Yeah, I got the other one there too. The Pink Wash for $20. That's a pretty good deal. That book sells on eBay for over 60 right now. There's been a couple sales over 60 on that book. So pre-ordering it for 20 sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Night of the Cadillacs. I wasn't able to get the 1 in 25. That sold out real quick. Which was kind of a weird cover. It looked like a photo cover, but I don't know. I don't think it is a photo cover, but it's definitely weird. I just grabbed the regular A cover. I'll give you guys a little secret. Here you go. This is my Comic Kingdom of Canada. Oh, Jesus, that's not the website. Let me see if I can pull this up. Comic Kingdom. I'm sure GTK Comic has ordered from them before. Hopefully you haven't had any problems with them. All right. So this is their website. Comic Kingdom of Canada. Comic Kingdom of Canada. That's what I typed in. What the hell? How come it didn't come up? I don't understand. All right, they have store exclusives, stuff like that. So the one I grabbed that looks very low in print run, and I don't think anyone's paying attention to it, is the Night of Cadillacs. So this is Justice for Comics Insight. It's still available for $19.72. I love this cover. It's the main artist, Rob Pryor. It's an exclusive cover that he did for only with Comic Kingdom of Canada. So the only downside is if you live in the States, I think it costs like $9 for shipping. So it came to like 20. I think I had a discount on it too. If you Google Comic of Kingdom discount code, I think one comes up and you can use it. It's like a 10% off. So it ended up being like $32 Canadian, which is like $25 US. So it was like 25 bucks. It's only 200 covers, so it's limited to only 200. That's going to be just as low as the 1 in 25 or better, and I think it's a better cover. So I would recommend grabbing this one. The other one, the 1 in 25 cover, which is kind of weird. It's just like a mouth with some like teeth with a grill on it. I don't know. It's a weird cover. People on eBay are asking like $80 to $90 for it already. It's kind of nuts. And I know it's not going to be as limited. 200 is low. That's really low. So my recommendation is to grab this one. I'm pretty sure if this series gets hot, this will definitely be sold out. And a lot of people just don't know about this exclusive. So I don't know. That's one I would grab. It's only limited to 200. The only downside is the shipping is a little high. But again, with shipping, it was like $25. So it's not too bad. So that might be one to look at and grab if you guys dig the cover. There's Infamous. Good to see Infamous. Yeah, Infamous is the king of things from another world. He knows all about it. I get a lot of information from him. He's much more on top of these things than I am. GTK Comics says, any more spec on Tinian's Substack? Yes, he does have that book coming out shortly. Let me go to my Substack. I don't know what I usually type in. James Tinian. Yeah, so he'll have some thoughts on Batman and stuff like that. But this is the first. I think this is going to be his first exclusive, the Blue Book, which is all about. These are supposedly real stories of people that were abducted by aliens. It's kind of a cool looking cover. I like the design on it. So this is going to be the first exclusive by James Tinian. If you are a Substack founding tier member, meaning you paid $250 a year, you will get a printed copy of this book. No one else will get it but those members. So I don't know what the print run is going to be. Basically whatever the membership is. So pretty limited. I don't know if that's even still available to subscribe to become one of the, initially The only critique I have of the Substack was James Tinian came out and said, "Oh, this is this founding tier membership is only available for 48 hours. After that, we're closing it down. No one else can join and get that membership." And then it closed down. Then he reopened it for some reason and allowed more people to come in. So I don't like that he did that. So I'm a little disappointed in James Tinian because it sounded like he let more people in. I don't know how many members he has now. I mean, I would assume it's several thousand. I'm going to assume it's at least a couple thousand. So think about it. If you got a couple thousand members, let's say you got 2,000 members right now, and they're each paying 250 a year. That's $500,000 a year in income just off your Substack, right? I don't know. And that's just at that membership level. And of course, he's got lower membership levels where you have to pay a monthly fee. But man, I mean, let's say he has 3,000. That's $750,000 a year in income. It's a pretty damn good income. I mean, I understand there's going to be printing costs and things like that, but man, I mean, you can see why a lot of creators are going to Substack. Scott Snyder just went to Substack uh, with Ryan Stegman. You also have Donnie Cates and his partner. What's his name? No, Donnie Cates is with Ryan Stegman, right? Who was with Scott Snyder? I can't remember. I can't remember who's with Scott Snyder, but one of those guys. But yeah, a lot of these creators are going to Substack, creating their own content. And then they can go to Image. They can go to Boom Studios. They can have the book printed with whoever they want. I mean, it makes sense to go to Image, in my opinion. Image just charges a fee for printing the book. They don't take any of the IP. They don't take any royalties. All I know is the smartest guy in comics is Todd McFarlane. That is not debatable. Okay. Nobody can debate that. McFarlane is the smartest businessman in the comic book industry, bar none. No one even comes close. He has more money than all of these other comic creators combined. McFarlane makes more money than every comic book writer and artist in the industry. Think about that for a second. He makes more money per year than all of them combined. That's a true statement. That's how much money he makes. It's phenomenal. It's Spawn, it's his toy line. He has built a fortress of income by being independent, by the fact that he keeps all the intellectual property, he keeps all the royalties, everything it goes into his pocket. And yes, he has to pay people, he has to pay artists, he has to pay letterers. He has a lot of people working for him, but he's made a fortune. And guys like James Tinian, who are talented, I know that they looked at McFarlane and said, "Holy shit, this guy makes like 20 times what I make. Yeah, I need to do what he's doing," and that's what they're doing. Ethan Van Sciver, which I know a lot of people don't like him because of his political leanings or political affiliations. I don't know. He makes a couple $1,000,000 a year drawing a frog. You know, he does. What does he do? Kickstarter, Indiegogo, one of those platforms, which is similar to a Substack. He produces his own comic book. He has a third-party printing company handle the printing. He does all the promotion himself through his channel and his website and all that stuff. That's all these guys are doing. They're doing the same thing. They've made a name for themselves, which is what you have to kind of do. So if you're a comic book writer or artist, you kind of have to get into the industry. You've got to go into those channels of going into Marvel and DC Ethan Van Sciver worked for DC for a number of years. He cut his teeth. He probably didn't make a lot of money for a while. Same thing with Tenyon. Tenyon was writing like Justice League books that no one gave a shit about. Same thing with Donny Cates. Donny Cates wrote a couple books that no one really paid much attention to. They all cut their teeth at these big companies, and that's what they do. They cut their teeth at the big two, right? DC and Marvel for the most part. You cut your teeth, get your name out there. You've got to get your name out there. That's what you do. You write a couple good books, you produce some good art, you get people excited so that they know who you are, and then you leave and start your own deal. Whether it's going with Image, whether it's going Substack, Kickstarter, Indiegogo, whatever it is. That's the formula. That's what you have to do. So I'm excited about James Tynion still. I just kind of wish he would be a lot more transparent. So I think I am going to formulate a nice email to him. I'm going to be like, hey, dude, how many founding tier members are you allowing into this group? I don't like to be part of a group that's large. I want the group to be small and exclusive, right? Because that adds more value. So when I get these 6 comic books every year from this guy that I'm spending $250 for, I want 1 or 2 of those books to pay for my subscription for the entire year. So I want those books to have a lot of value. How are they going to have value? They're going to have value if they're very low print run, very limited. And that was appealing to me, but lately I feel like he's probably let way too many people into that founding tier membership because of money, right? I mean, money talks. So if he has 5,000, members in that group, they're each paying $250. Man, that's a lot of money. It's over $1 million he's making off of that Substack subscription. But the problem is there's 5,000 comic books now that are being printed. Whereas I like the idea of maybe there was only 1,000 people in that membership tier that are getting these 6 books per year. I don't know. Wouldn't you guys rather have 6 books that only had a print run of 1,000 of an exclusive James Tynion book that you can only have if you were a subscriber versus 5,000 or 10,000? Of course. I don't know. GTK Comics says, make sure your email doesn't get you thrown out of 10. Yeah, I know. I know. I got to be careful. I got to word it. I have to word it very diplomatically. You know how you do that? You just ask questions. No one really gets mad if you ask questions. Like if you say, "Hey, I joined your founding tier group. I just want to ask how many members are in this group? What does the membership look like? I'm just curious how many members are in this tier group." So I don't know. He probably won't respond, but if he does, I will let you guys know if he responds or not. But that's my take on it. I like James Tynion. I think he's a good writer. He's a solid writer. I'm looking forward to his projects. His run on Batman has been really good. I just caught up with issue 111. So I have been up to date now on the Batman books, and I am reading Nice House in the Lake. I think I just read the 2nd issue. I think I just got the 3rd issue in the mail. So I will be reading that here shortly. And it's been good. It's been a good book. I like it. I like what he's been doing. If you piss Tinian off and he throws you out, please tell him I don't know you. That's right. Anybody associated with me could be a pariah. You got to be careful. Remember, on the description of today's live stream, what did I put in the description? I said something like, "This is not a ComicTim show." I definitely tell you what's on my mind. I don't sugarcoat anything. I come to you with information the way I would want it presented if I'm in your shoes. That's kind of how I do things. Real quick, I couldn't remember where the post was, so I picked up today Daredevil number 612. There is a 1 in 10 variant. Looks like it's sold out. My God, is it sold out already? Oh, there is a 9.2 graded copy. There were 3 copies of this for sale for $20, free shipping today. I bought one, and apparently at least 2 other people, probably from that Facebook group, probably bought the other 2. So this is weird. Dear Daredevil 612. I can't remember if anything significant happens in this book. There must be something that's tied into the Netflix show. This is the Netflix variant. The Netflix, it's a Paul Rivera retail incentive. So it's a 1 in 25 cover. Is it a 1 in 25 or a 1 in 10? It might be a 1 in 10. Yeah, I think it's a 1 in 10. So I gotta find out. The other 3 must have sold. Let me see here. Let me go to my filters. Where are my filters on this thing? Yeah, there was one seller that had 3 copies in raw condition of that book. Yeah, and they're all sold. There it was. Man. Well, guys, I don't know what to tell you. This is a book you got to keep on your, so maybe save this in your eBay in case anybody posts it. Anybody puts a listing out, you can grab it real quick. Daredevil 612, the 1 in 10 Paulo Rivera TV variant cover. I know I have the regular A or B cover of this, but this was the 1 in 10. It looks like a 1 in 10 ratio cover. I looked on eBay. There's no listings currently. So if you go on there, right, other than that graded copy for 9.2. 9.2 is not exactly a great grade, in my opinion. So I'm not too excited about a 9.2. If that was a 9.8 or a 9.6 for $30, I would say go ahead and buy that. But 9.2, yeah, it's a little too low. I don't know. It's a white cover. Maybe it's hard to get in the high grade. I guess there is a Sinkovich cover, a 1 in 50 for $22. Damn, I might buy that. Maybe I should just buy that now. I think I'm going to buy it. Let's see. I'm going to do the transaction right now in front of you guys. I mean, I've done this a couple times. I've bought something live in my live stream. Here we go. I'm buying a 1 in 50 Sinkovich cover. I just paid $30. That's a good deal for a 1 in 50. So it's like a virgin. All right, no one beat me to it. That's good. All right, I paid $29.94. So there's the regular Sinkovich cover. So the 1 in 50, I guess, is a version of that same cover. All right, that's cool. I like doing live purchases on my live stream. I do that once in a while. I think that white one right there, or he looks like he's like a skeleton. I think that was the regular cover that I bought originally. What is this? It's a teaser for the. Why is this book important? I don't know. There's also a J. Scott Campbell 1 in 100. Holy crap! I didn't even know there was a 1 in 100 on this for 612. So there is one that's pretty damn rare. 1 in 100. $300 9.8 copy on eBay right now. I think I got a good price on that 1 in 50. Here's one for $43.99. One for $50. All right. I bought the lowest priced copy of the 1 in 50. There's another one for about 40 bucks. All right. Oh, there's one for 35. I paid 30. It's only $5 more than what I paid. You better, if you guys are interested, you better jump on it. Daredevil 612, the Sinkovich 1 in 50 cover. I just can't remember why this is a good spec. I think there was something. It's a tie-in, maybe. The death of Daredevil, maybe. I think that might be the reason. Damn, it was on Facebook earlier. I wish I had saved that post. I know it was in one of the groups had posted it. Let me see. Maybe it was Comic Mint Insiders. Let me see who did it. I know it was today. And it was only a couple hours ago, so it should still be pretty easy to pull up. I keep thinking it was CBSI. Let me take a look. If any of you in the chat know why this book could have some importance, maybe I'm stupid for buying it. I don't know. I mean, I don't think you can go usually wrong with a Sinkovich cover. I know there's a lot of people that like his art. I was hoping to see it in the. I think it was CBSI. Yeah, I don't know. There's some interesting stuff in here. I've done well on. These are just people. Man, look at this guy. Holy shit! Look all those. Look at all those Invincible Iron Man number 9s. Holy crap! Apparently, that is a tough book to get in 9.8. I mean, I think I have a 9.8 copy, but shit, what do I know? This guy has. Look how many this guy has. 1, 2. What does he have? 5, 10, 15. He's got 20 copies, all graded, and he doesn't have any 9.8s. They're all 9. Highest grade is a 9.6. Wow, that must be a damn tough book to get in 9.8. That's probably why it's going for $4,000 right now, $5,000. Woo, that's crazy. 9.6. Guys, 20 copies. That's crazy right there. I don't know what to say about that. Oh, there's the Noctera Boss Logic. That's a good one. I know there's some spec on that right now. Yeah, I don't know. These are all postings from yesterday now, so it couldn't have been CBSI's where I saw it. It had to be. It had to be from another group. Let me see. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know where I saw it. Somebody posted it. But 641 of Daredevil, there could be something important about it. I don't know. Take a look at it. I grabbed one. I just grabbed another one off of eBay. The 1 in 50. I like Daredevil anyways, so it's a good book to have. I think those are good books to have in your collection. Hey, there's Rafi. Good to see you, Rafi. Oh, yeah. I did buy. What did I buy on my live stream? I think I bought the first cover appearance of Cole North, right? It was like a second print. It was a Daredevil book. I think it was another Daredevil book. It was like Daredevil number 2, second print. I haven't looked at that book in a long time. Is that doing anything? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, there it is. The first Detective Cole North cover. So I bought a 9.8. Yeah, I think it was around $100 for a 9.8 graded copy. In fact, I might have that right here in my box next to me. Let me see. I've been I'm going through my graded book collection. And Yeah, I got some cool looking books. I need to do a video just on my graded books. Look at that one. That one's a good one right there. That's Uncle Scrooge #1, Delato. That was the black and white. They only made 200 of these. Yeah. Yeah, let me reduce this here. Look at that one. Oh, so nice. That's a nice one. I got a Momoko. This one was pretty limited when I got it. I don't think it's done much. Vampirilla. Oh, I got such a good deal on this one. That Matina Gamora #2. I think it was a 1 in 50. I got this, guys, for under $200. This is like a $750 to $1,000 book. 9/8 white pages. I love that cover. It's one of my favorite covers by Matina. I mean, they homage that cover all the time now. Last Ronin did an homage for it. Yeah, it's just a badass book. I love it. This book is also awesome. God, I love this book. I got a really, really good deal on this book. I think it goes for double what I paid. I got such a good deal. I mean, I don't buy a lot of graded books. I only buy them if I find a super good deal. And man, that Terminator cover, oh, I love that cover. Transformers versus Terminator. That was a Frankie's comic exclusive. Yeah, that was an Ultra Raw 26 cover. The guy's real name is Singh Rana. I think it's Singh Rana. I think pretty sure he's an Indian fellow. Just love that cover. Man, that's such good art. I love it. It's beautiful. So I'm going through my slabbed books here. Ooh. I need to do a show just on this book, my X-Men 94. 8.5. It's way better than an 8.5. Show me where the spine ticks are on that spine. Ugh. It's so nice. I'm telling you that, guys, I think that's a 9.2 or a 9.4. My Carnage Mind Bomb 9.8. That's a good one. I got my Incredible Hulk 340, 8.5. I should get this regraded too. I think this is easily a 9.4 or a 9.6. There's no way this is an 8.5. Let me tell you, the standards of CGC have slipped in the last few years. This was graded a while ago. This was graded like 15 years ago. I almost guarantee I should do a whole video on this where I crack it, send it into CGC to get regraded, because I'm telling you, this book would come back a 9.4 or 9.6. No question in my mind. I've looked at it very closely. There's nothing wrong with the book. I mean, a 9.4 for sure. I don't know why they gave this an 8.5. It makes absolutely no sense to me. But that's what you get with grading. Grading is very subjective and constantly wrong all the time. Yeah, there it is, guys. That's the one I was looking for. Daredevil #2, 9.8, first cover appearance of Cole North. Pretty low print run. I don't know what the print run originally was. It was a couple thousand, maybe. It was pretty low. But I got this for like $100, which was fantastic. It was a really good deal. So couldn't say no to it. Yeah, I picked it up. I'm never going to regret that decision. I bought it live on my show. Just like I did today, I bought 612, the 1 in 50, live on the show for $29. That was a pretty damn good deal for a 1 in 50. Oh man, I love that Matina cover. I mean, I know it's not worth as much as my other books, but that cover is so good. I love it. Yep. So once in a while, I like to pull out those graded books and go through them. They're so nice. I don't grade a lot of books. I know I probably I've got probably 30 books I should definitely get graded because they're in such good shape, and yeah, they kind of need to be slabbed. But My rule of thumb is I don't really want to slab a book unless I'm really looking to sell. That's usually what I go with. All right. Let's show some books off real quick that I got in the mail recently. I think I may have shown this one before. This is the Bansky Department of Truth. What is this? Number 10. The Ching Potter Bansky cover. Just a cool cover. It took a while. It took a couple months to get that. I had to wait a long time to get that book. This is one I dug out recently. Crow number 1. That's the Miko Suyan black and white cover. I love that cover. I think you can still get this for under $50, so it's a good deal. If you can find this on eBay under $50, I think that's worth picking up. I got this one in the mail today. This is the Zoo or Zoo Department of Truth. I think it's number 11. Just a cool looking cover. I like her artwork. This was limited to 400, so not quite, below 300 is usually what I recommend, but I love Zoo or Zoo. I couldn't pass it up. This one's been kind of hot lately. That is the John Tyler Christopher negative variant for Amazing Spider-Man 641. I guess it's a tie-in to the trailer on Spider-Man No Way Home. He makes a deal to wipe out everybody's memory of him. Yeah, it's one of these early negative space variants by John Tyler Christopher. It's a cool cover. I got it for like $22 shipped, and I know it's been selling much higher than that lately, so I didn't get it for cover. I didn't buy it back in the day, but I grabbed it right before it took off. I did well on this. This is the Jim Morrison Department of Truth cover. I can't remember what number it is, 10 or 11. There were 2 covers. There was the one with the lady in red, and then you got the other guy on the cover. I had bought 2 sets of these. I sold one set for $180. So the set I sold more than paid for this other set. So this set I got for free. That's the way to do it, guys. If you're going to do exclusives, sometimes you do really well where the exclusive takes off and I sell a set and it pays for the other one. So my cost basis, just like an investment, my cost basis on these 2 books is 0. Actually, it's better than 0. I probably have like a $30 or $40 credit towards other stuff because I sold it for way more than I bought it for, that set. This was an Unknown Comics exclusive. I just love the cover. I think it was $30 or so. I think I got it for free because I bought a couple books, and if you do that 2 for 1, you buy 2, you get 1 free. So I think that was one of my free books, was the Wolverine. I think it's number 10. Man, that Kale No cover with Juggernaut. Look at his Juggernaut. It's freaking awesome. I love this cover. Total cover buy for me. I don't care if there's anything going on in this book. I don't even care if it's a good story. That cover is absolutely fantastic. God, look at that freaking cover. I need to try to replicate that. So I draw and I do some artwork. I'm really good at looking at an image and kind of duplicating it. So maybe one of my live streams, sometimes I'll try to draw something as I'm talking, and maybe I'll try to duplicate a cover. Maybe that would be a good one to do. I'm not telling you I can do near as good as Kale. No, absolutely not. But I think I could do okay. We'll see. Oh yeah, this is a Tyler Kirkham, basically an homage to Star Wars Bounty Hunters. I have the original copy of the homage to this. But I love, you got Boba Fett and you got Darth Vader's face in the glare on his mask. It's so good. This is the Virgin copy. I think this was another Unknown Comics exclusive. I saw this cover. I was like, I got to get that. Because I love the original of this by who was that by? By Johnson. I think it was by Dave Johnson. And so this is a Kirkman homage to it. It's an awesome cover. I love it. My good friend Aaron Bartling did this one. This is Siphon number 1. Cool story. Really cool artwork on that cover. I love it. Very nice. He did a nice job on that one. Getting down to the last few ones here. Moon Knight number 2. I think I may have shown these. I know on Instagram I've posted this. This is the EM Gist cover exclusive that he did with IGC Comic Store. There's the Virgin as well. There's the Virgin. I know there's been some controversy with them. There's some claims out there from the previous owner who sold IGC Comic Store, who owned it for a number of years. He sold it to a new owner. And basically, there's allegedly some nefarious shit going on at that store where perhaps they've printed more than the print run says. You know, they're holding books back. I don't know. There's definitely some things there that that could be a problem. Manny says, I saw at an LCS on Saturday, current run of Daredevil #2, 1 in 50 for $24.99. There you go. That sounds like a good deal. Manny can smoke out the deals like nobody else. Superman versus Lobo #1. I know that now this book is dropped. I think I bought this off of Midtown for like, I think it was $27. Guys, you can buy this free shipping for $20 right now. So the problem is it's a black label, it's oversized. So I have a bunch of these nice magazine sized mylight, so it looks really nice in a mylight. But that's a really nice Philip Tan cover. The story was pretty good. Superman and Lobo are a good contrast. Basically, Lobo is Wolverine, right? I mean, he's basically Wolverine. He's DC's version of Wolverine. He heals from any wound. He can't be killed. He's generally has a bad attitude. It's just awesome cover. So if you guys missed this initially, I mean, there were some websites pre-selling this for $50 to $60, and they sold out. But you can buy this on eBay right now for about $20. That's $20 shipped if you're in the US. So if you like it, I would grab it. $20. That's $7 lower than what I paid. All right, here's another one. This was a Frankie's Comics exclusive. This was Star Wars Insider #204, I think it was. This is the Yoda version cover. I just love this cover. It's so good. It's magazine size, so I got the nice mylights for the magazine covers. Ah, man, that's so good. I love that cover. Total cover buy. They sold out of it. It was only, I think it was $20. $20. I get free shipping because I'm part of their Facebook group. So I paid $20 free shipping. I think it's going for more than that now. I'm pretty sure. All right, guys. What else do you want to talk about? I think I'm about done. It's almost 9 o'clock. I've been down here over an hour. I usually don't like to go more than an hour. If you guys have any questions for me, post that in the chat. Maybe a couple more minutes. I'll take some questions if you guys have any. Be more than happy to review that. Manny says it's a John Romita cover, junior cover, and I just checked eBay, and yeah, I'm definitely going back for it. Yeah. I don't like John Romita Jr. at all. So I wouldn't drive 2 minutes to buy anything by John Romita. But hey, if you can buy it at a really steep discount and resell it to somebody else, go for it. I've bought stuff that I didn't like just to resell. I have done that. But I'm not a fan of John Romita Jr. I think he is one of the worst artists visually for me. I mean, I know he's fast. He definitely pumps out a lot of work. So does Alex Ross, but one can really draw well, the other can't. So I'm not a big fan of John Romita. GTK Comics says, any spec on the High Republic? Don't buy it. That's my spec on High Republic. I don't know. I don't hear anybody talking about it. I don't think the writing on it is all that great. The first couple issues might be worth holding on to. I did buy and hold on to the Stephanie Hans Yoda cover. I think that was the only one I bought and held. The rest of them I bought and sold for more than double what I paid. In fact, I just sold this past week. I got a couple of the 3 packs from Walmart. It had the Star Wars High Republic #1. I bought 2 of them for like $10, $5 each. They obviously weren't selling at my Walmart, so they put them on discount. I got them for $10 for two 3-packs, and I sold each one for $25 on eBay. So I did pretty well. I turned $5 into 25 twice. So my advice on High Republic is maybe keep the first issue, especially that Yoda Stephanie Hans cover. The rest of them, yeah, I'd probably sell. I don't think long term. It doesn't seem to be that good of a book. I don't hear anybody talking about it. I don't think there's a lot of spec on it. I don't know. I think if you're going to collect any Star Wars books, I think Darth Vader seems to be the best series. The writing on that's decent. Darth Vader's an awesome character. I would just go with Darth Vader Star Wars books if you're going to collect anything. The Bounty Hunter books were okay. Some of them were all right. Even then, even some of those have kind of fallen off. The spec on that has kind of died a little bit. I don't know. I'm not a big Star Wars fan in comic book world. I don't think it's that great. Rafi says it's coming to Disney Plus live action. Yeah, I have no doubt it will. It'll probably fall on its face. I think it's going to be terrible. Solo, a Star Wars story #1 is catching heat. You can still find it in back issue bins for cheap. So my advice to you on that is if you buy that, resell it, take advantage of it, flip it. I don't think it's a good book to hold on long term. If you want to buy Star Wars books, buy the older stuff from Marvel. The first Boba Fett, first 1 or 2 issues, the last issue 107. I would buy older Star Wars books. Some of the Dark Horse stuff is pretty good, like Star Wars Dark Empire 2. Not only was the art really good, you have Dave Dorman covers, you've got really good stories in those. Much better stories on that older stuff than what's being produced today. I don't think the stuff produced today is very good. I think the only Star Wars comic book worth buying right now is Darth Vader. That's it. So yeah, I'm not a fan of High Republic. I'm not a fan of most things Star Wars these days. I'm disappointed in most of the movies. I love The Mandalorian. I think they should do more of that. In my opinion, they should put Jon Favreau in charge of all of Star Wars properties. I think he would do much, much better than Kathleen Kennedy, who's still in that position. I think she's terrible. I think most people agree to that, especially hardcore Star Wars fans can't stand her. You don't have to take my word for it. Go check any video that she's done on YouTube. Go see the likes versus dislikes. That's all you need. That's called empirical evidence. Do Star Wars fans or people that like Star Wars like Kathleen Kennedy? The answer is definitively no. Very definitively. So yeah, I got a pretty strong opinion on that. So in my opinion, guys, any Star Wars books you buy, High Republic, anything they're producing right now, if you buy it, I would just resell it. Don't hold on to it. I think it's all shit. I would just buy the old stuff. Manny says there's no old Star Wars books. Yeah, no, you're shit out of luck. I guess you'll have to go to eBay. I don't know what to tell you. That's my recommendation, though. I wouldn't buy anything new. If you buy it new, literally do it to flip it. That's it. I mean, if you can buy it for cover price or less, $1, $2 bins, and sell it for $10, $20, do it. I would do it and just sell it. Use that money to fund other really good books that you plan on keeping in your collection. That's what I would do. All right, guys, that's my advice to you this Thursday. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. You guys can find me on Instagram, Justice for Comics on Instagram. I'm up to like 1,361 followers, so I'm doing a lot better on Instagram than I am YouTube. So you guys can always DM me on Instagram. A lot of you guys already do that. I communicate quite a bit with a lot of you guys through Instagram. Feel free to message me anytime on that. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for your time. And I'll have a video out tomorrow in the afternoon highlighting the CBSI Hot 10 list. So make sure you check that out. We'll see what's on the list this week. And thanks for everybody being on the chat as well. All right, guys, have a good evening. I'll see you soon.